Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all those who have subscribed to my channel. Your support means a lot to me. And those who haven't subscribed as yet, please do go ahead and subscribe. I wanted to show to those who do not know how to subscribe to the channel. So this is how you subscribe to my channel, and also click on the bell icon to get all my notification as well as like my videos. Thank you. Now about today's video. Today's video is an evening vlog. In this video I'll be making an apple shake for dinner and also bhaturas and butter chicken. I will be showing you all the preparation as well as the cooking along with the recipes. So let's go ahead and see the video. First of all, let's make the ginger garlic paste for the butter chicken. So we'll take a piece of ginger and some garlic. Put it in the mixer grinder. You have to make a fine paste of this ginger and garlic. Here is the ginger and garlic paste. I have cut the chicken pieces into string-like pieces. You may cut it into cubes also. I've taken half kilo of chicken. Pieces are boneless. You may use with bone as well. Now let's go ahead and marinate the chicken. For this we need 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of fennel seeds powder, a pinch of garam masala, about a tablespoon of chicken masala. You may use it according to your taste. A few drops of lemon, two tablespoons of curd or yogurt. Then salt as required. We'll add the ginger garlic paste, mix well. Now we'll add the chicken and marinate the chicken nicely. We'll keep this mixture in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes. It would be nice if you keep it for longer time. Now for the chicken gravy, let's heat a pan and to that add 1 tablespoon of butter. To that we'll add few cashew nuts and few almonds. Roast it well. Then we'll add 2 onions roughly chopped and 3 green chilies. You can chop the onions roughly because we are going to grind it into a paste. We'll add the ginger garlic paste, the leftover ginger garlic paste, and roast this well. Add some salt so that it's cooked quickly. Now it's time to add the masalas. First of all, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, about a tablespoon of red chili powder, about a tablespoon of coriander powder, a pinch of cumin powder, a pinch of garam masala. Roast the masalas well so that the raw smell is gone. Once it's roasted well, we'll add about a tomatoes roughly chopped. Mix it well. Add some salt to it so that it's cooked quickly. We need a mushy consistency, so we'll close it with a lid and let it cook for some time. In the meanwhile, let's fry the chicken. It's been 20 minutes that I've kept it for marination. Heat a kadai with oil and fry the chickens. It might take a few minutes for the chicken to be fried completely. In the meanwhile, let's check the mixture of tomato. It's almost cooked. We need to cook it for about a minute more. Let's check the chicken as well. My son has come here to check what I'm doing. So now the mixture is done. We'll turn off the flame and let it cool down so that we can grind it into a fine paste. Even the chickens have been fried completely. So let's strain it out from the oil to a tissue paper. So the chicken is completely fried now. I have grinded the onion and tomato to a paste. Now let's make the gravy. Heat a pan. To that add about a tablespoon of butter. To that add the grinded mixture. You need to allow it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Hi, how are you? Stir it occasionally till the consistency thickens a little bit. Make sure that the flame is low. Once the consistency is thickened, we'll add the fried chicken pieces to it and mix well. Now add some water, only a little bit. Mix it well and let it cook for about a minute more. Check the salt and add salt if required. My son is trying to take things which is there on the countertop. He always does this. We'll add some crushed kasturi methi. It gives a good flavor to the curry. Mix it well and close it with the lid and let it cook for about a minute in low flame. In the meanwhile, let's make the dough for the bhaturas. First of all, take 2 cups of atta and 1 cup of maida. To that add about half teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar. Then add 2 tablespoons of curd or yogurt. Mix it well. To this mixture add a tablespoon of butter. Crumble it like breadcrumbs. Now to this add water. Add little water. Mix it well. I forgot to add some coriander leaves to the curry. I am taking some coriander leaves and grating it. Then I'll add this to the curry and mix it well. After that, I'll close it with a lid and let it cook for about a minute more. Now let's knead the dough for the bhaturas. We need to knead it very nicely, taking some time. What I'm doing is I'm transferring the mixture to the countertop and kneading it with my hand nicely so that I can get very fluffy and soft bhaturas. You can adjust the ratio of wheat flour and all-purpose flour according to your choice, that is the atta and the maida. After kneading it nicely, Let us pour a tablespoon of oil to it and spread it all over. We need to keep this dough for resting for about 30 minutes minimum. Cover this dough with a wet cloth to keep it soft. Now let's check the curry. It's done. You can see how buttery the curry is. Now turn off the flame and close this curry with the lid. It's been 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and fry the bhaturas. For that, heat a kadai and add oil to it. Take a ball size of dough and cover the rest of the dough with the cloth. Roll it with a rolling pin. Now that the bhaturas are done, let's fry it in the oil. To get bhaturas like this, we need to knead the dough very nicely. Then only we'll get the bhaturas like this. It might take some time to knead, but you can see the end result is so nice. Let's make another one. Take a ball size dough and roll it with a rolling pin. We'll fry it in the oil. My son likes bhaturas very much, so I am making these two now for him, and the rest for us I'll make it later. My son likes to have puris and chapatis with this sweet chutney. It's a sweet mango chutney. You can see how he has it on his own, and he likes it too. He couldn't have it fully, so the rest I am feeding him. He's watching his cartoon and having the food. I'll be making for me and my husband later on so that we can have it hot. It's good to have bhaturas hot. This is the cartoon that is watching right now. He has completed his dinner. I'm going to fry the rest of the bhaturas for us. The combination of this butter chicken and the bhaturas is very nice. Believe me, it is really tasty. My husband has returned from the office and my son stays with him after he returns from the office. So I can do other works quickly when he is with him. They both go to take a bath together. I get some time to prepare the dinner for us. My husband had bought ice cream, so I thought of making an apple shake with ice cream as topping and some nuts. I had some apple kept in the fridge, so I thought of taking it out and making an apple shake with it. For making the apple shake, make sure to peel off the skin of the apples. I've taken 2 apples here, and after peeling off the skin, I grind it with some sugar because the apples were not sweet. So I added some sugar and some water and made a juice out of it. After taking bath, my husband came to help me for cutting the nuts. I took some cashews and almonds and he cut it into small pieces to put it as a topping on top of the ice cream. I'm adding about a tablespoon of ice cream to the mixer grinder, and grinding it once again. Next, I pour it into the glass. And added about a tablespoon of ice cream on both of the glasses as a topping. Now added the grated nuts on top of the ice cream, and it was looking really great. It was time for us to have our dinner. I hope you all liked my video. Please do click on the like button if you liked it, and definitely try this recipe of bhaturas and the butter chicken. Please do comment below if you have tried it or not. And thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe if you have. Thank you.